Hello and welcome to an awesome versus video. All three of these cars present awesome earning opportunity. Let's start with the fxxk Evo. So we're going to do several different things here, but first things first, all of the races you're going to see are in no limits, which isn't an exclusive series, obviously, but generally the only endurance races that really pay good are an exclusive series. So this is a really nice change from that. And this corner is critical. Now, I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe, hit the bell, like the video, and if you have a comment or you have a question, I'll do my best to answer. So we're going to run through this one right up to the perpetual point, and then the next two races, we're just going to show a little bit less. I don't want to show all of it all the time because that's going to get kind of redundant. So what's very interesting is how these cars are very different. They all have benefits and they're all great cars, but you do have to adjust your driving technique a bit. Now you can see we're already starting to run into P1 GTRs, and obviously after that becomes whoopsie, you don't want to clip that wall. That corner, like I said, super important. I will get to that. So then you get to Stowe, and it's interesting because all the bots overbrake at Stowe. I don't really know why. It's not, I mean, it's a big corner. Okay, well then I'm drifting around. And then we're going to cut the chicane, and there's two reasons why you cut that chicane. So one of them is you just have to slow down so much. Another one though is because of bot traffic. So if you try to take that properly, not only are you giving up quite a lot of time, you also are risking getting damaged, which you really don't want to do. So when it comes to endless endurance racing, you have to take some cuts almost all the time. There's very few exceptions to that. Believe it or not, there's a couple of cars who can run endlessly at Melbourne of all places. McLaren MP4X is one of them, as is the Ferrari F14T. I always get this one wrong. There's like, what, the 412T2 maybe? And the F14T? I could look it up, but you know what I mean, guys. And there's videos for that on my channel. Okay, we're starting to see the Senas. And it's still a ways to go before we get to the perpetual point. This is the hardest of the three cars to do it in. I've got to do pretty heavy braking at corner one, as you're noticing. Pretty heavy braking here. As you can see, I'm not afraid to drift it a little bit. Obviously, all my assists are off, but you have to do that. Now, oh, hit the wall again. Oh, good grief. Let's move forward a bit. Okay, so we're getting near the perpetual point. Let's bring down the stats of this car. Pretty awesome stats. So this car has really nice acceleration. It's a really balanced car. It's got the best brakes of the three cars here. Here we are hitting the perpetual point. See how the cars are getting all closely grouped together? Interestingly enough, this car has a top speed that's 2 kilometers an hour lower than the Sena GTR that I'm passing. However, it's how the cars reach that speed. So cars aren't just carbon copies in this game. This car will reach faster speeds than the Sena GTR because of how its acceleration works. There we go. This is the right way to take that corner. So you can get just 2 kilometers shy of this car's top speed at Le Mans, like at a flat surface. And the Sena is interesting, the Sena GTR that is. It doesn't accelerate as fast, but it just keeps going. So it accelerates at a really steady rate. And there you go. That's a beautiful way to cut through that chicane. So, okay, I'm going to make sure I talk about this one corner that I keep saying I'm going to talk about, and I don't. Obviously, I got to brake pretty heavy for that. The Sena GTR has quite a lot better grip than the fxxk Evo. Again, all are fabulous cars. So here you want to brake a little bit early and then blast around. Even if you clip the wall a bit, you're okay. The bots never drive where I just did. They never utilize that corner. So it's an awesome overtaking zone. You don't want to be cutting that. Now, I'm going to bring up the profitability now. I'm going to end all three of these races at 50 clicks. And you can see I was running almost 12 minutes and 40 seconds, 932 fame per minute. That's without the agent or anything. That's awesome. Fame pay will be identical for all three races for a fabulous comparison. Okay, let's go back to the opening screen. Let's bring down that P1 GTR. Let's go take that one for a cruise. So this is me just coming up to the perpetual point. There's the stats. This one's got the best acceleration. It's got the lowest top speed and pretty good grip too. It's a really balanced car. Like I was saying, all these cars are awesome. And so because of the amazing acceleration, it has no trouble overtaking the Sena GTRs. But it loses a bit to the top speed and a little bit to the grip, but still you can see This is awesome, and I'm just about to hit the perpetual point. You'll see it. See, there you go. They're all suddenly close together. That's how you know. I got awful close to nicking that boy. Didn't want to nick him. I'm trying out a little bit of contact. I don't mind. You'll see I've got to get on the brakes a bit here for that corner. And that's a bit risky, but you can see I made it work. Again, drifting it a little bit. Going off track and turning is tricky. And then blasting through this. I probably won't catch the Sena this time around. Nah, I won't. But I'll catch him at Stowe. I'll probably catch two. Pretty sure. Let's just see what happens here. Unless I'm going to drift it, then I won't. Okay, so I'm going to brake a little early because he's going to be in the way. You eventually learn how to anticipate where they're going to be, and you get really good at avoiding contact. That's not good. That's a waste of time. So fame per minute is all about how much fame am I getting, but also how long is it taking me. So that's why cutting some of the corners, especially slow ones, like this corner is quite sharp, so it doesn't hurt to cut it. You could give up cutting that corner though after you hit the perpetual point, and it's probably going to just be a break even. Like you'll give up a little bit of time, but you'll gain a bit of fame. I kind of find it's a break even. I would keep on skipping the chicane, but one thing you could do is you could stop taking both cuts and then go and take them when it starts to get, when you're getting low on time. Oh, you got to watch out. He's starting to bash me. Those bots, right? Those ghost bots, oh, they get a little bit aggressive. It's kind of funny how that works. Now, lap 13. Like I said, we're not going to take any of these all the way to the end, but I'm just letting you get a really good feel for this. Look at this. Look how much closer the bots are getting. That's because my lap times are consistent. Braking, see the left there, that white? You want to be braking right about there, and then look at this. Beautiful. Drag race this guy. Come on. See what I mean? I just out-drag raced him, and he's faster than a fully upgraded Sena GTR. All cars are after their perpetual point. Okay, let's take a look at the earnings here. Again, you'll notice the fame pay is exactly the same, 11,700. But see, my R's a little bit different. I found that interesting. Basically 10 seconds faster reaching the 50K mark, 937 frame per minute versus 932. Okay, well, you know where we're going now. Let's bring down the Sena GTR and go into the race. Now check it out. Look how soon I'm going to hit the perpetual point in this car. Bring down those stats. Check it out. Worst acceleration, but amazing grip. Good brakes, really good brakes. And, oh, clipping that wall again. Oh, guys, that's embarrassing. By the way, with all three of those drop-down screens, you were able to see the maximum amount of gold and R dollars required to fully upgrade the cars. All of these cars have been available in different events, and sometimes they come back as flashbacks. So I won't get into the purchase prices, but I'll put links in the description area where you can get access to these cars. Follow those links, you can see the purchase price, all the upgrade costs, and every single series the car appears in, as well as ways you could earn the car when they have flashbacks. Now look at that. You see how well I drove off track? Translates, that grip translates, and I avoided the wall. Yeah, baby. I hate clipping that wall. It just makes me feel like a moron. And then you get to Stowe, and this car is awesome at Stowe. I just love it at Stowe. Look at that. Look at that power out of this thing. And just I'm overdriving these other Senas. Like they just can't compare to me. I'm so wonderful. You could be too. Now, I think if you get this trajectory just right, you can keep her pinned like that. But then you got to get on those brakes a little bit earlier because you're heading in with a huge amount of speed. Ooh, beautiful. And watch on the left. You can see I'm braking roughly around the same point every time. Whoa, that was close to the wall. You can see I got comfortable in this one. I definitely find this one to be really balanced. This car feels so good. The fxxk and the Evo and the P1 GTR feel a little bit looser. You got to be a little bit careful getting back to the throttle. With this Sena GTR, you can just let her rip. It just sticks so nice. All of them are great cars. All of these are great options. This is the best option. Let's bring up that earnings screen. It's just going to come up in a second here. Again, you're going to see the exact same fame per minute. And our dollars are still, they're pretty good, but 966 fame per minute with quite a lot less driving time. So that's where you see that time is what makes the difference. The fame pay was identical for every single car because I ended every race at exactly 50 kilometers. Of course, hire the agent to double that, hire the agent on 100% bonus fame day, quadruple it. Please like, please subscribe, and here's some other stuff you might like.